going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here. Welcome to episode number 9 of Charmed Season 1, as we are only a couple of episodes away until we're halfway done with this first season. And yeah, I'm excited to get into this episode as we continue going through what has been a fantastic journey so far. It was very timey-wimey, I would say, in a sense, with the last episode. Yeah, we had someone from the future who was trying to prevent, I guess, the eradication of warlocks that may or may not occur. Who knows what will happen in regards to the timeline. But it was a very, very great episode last time around. And yeah, I am really looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 9 of Charmed Season 1. Let's go.
Powers you stole from me. Outside of time, outside of gain, know only sorrow, know only pain.
Damn, karma is indeed a biatch, buddy. It's like, yo, I'm getting what you deserve.
I tricked you into using your power on me. Now I have it.
What? Oh, shh! So what, he could just siphon Witch's abilities?
I can share your powers, but you can't share mine.
Okay, he heard that. Hello there. Just so casual.
Excuse us.
I mean, like, the damage is there.
Pull out your secret ghost hunter Dakota ring and let's hear it.
Look, Morris, I don't know, okay? All I know is whatever happened started up there in that office.
Mm-hmm. So let's find out whose office it is.
I already know.
I was gonna say he has an idea.
Well, part of the pipe is stuck, but I'm almost finished here.
Terrific. Can I get you some tea?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I like how Phoebe is like saying, go for it. Just.
What would be great? Nothing.
Oh, come on!
Leo?
Hey, Prue.
Hey, sister's upstairs now.
So she could catch that, but she couldn't catch the cereal box. Last week.
Matthew's got a one-track mind. Just
I
like
mean-
we do. He won't be difficult to find. Stop worrying, Anna.
Oh. So she's got
Gonna
a
get
target on
wrinkles
her
your
back.
horns.
What did he say his name was?
Interesting.
You said Matthew came out of the locket? I think I just saw Melinda put him in. You saw the past?
She went back in time.
But you only see the future. Not anymore.
Her powers are growing.
No, it's not your
Oh,
powers,
man.
Yes, but somehow I thought I was gonna get to fly.
She's suspicious enough. But then a man matching the same description went and killed a lawyer down the street. A lawyer named Hallowell. Now I know she knows who he is.
She's got a target on
One
her
more time,
back.
Phoebe. Where's your sister?
Where's your warrant?
Told.
Water for 3 weeks. Don't hand me that knife. How are you gonna cut yourself? I'm not. Piper? I can't stand the sight of blood.
Oh,
Evil
my
beings
heart.
have blown up in our attic. Disintegrated to dust right before our very eyes.
They've got a point. No, this has to be done.
Okay, just cut my finger. You did it.
Poor Piper.
Oh, blessed be.
Wow. This is good. Oh, Dickface McGee is not gonna like this, is he?
Rip the dress to make it fit me. But how do you keep your legs warm?
We drink coffee.
Oh,
And the
sorry,
best
I
kind
let
of
myself in
beverage.
and it didn't occur to me.
Leo, oh, it's okay. This is, our cousin Melinda.
Nice to meet you.
What? How'd you find me? Prue Halliwell, a Halliwell attorney now here? You are leaving a trail, my friend.
Not
Let us get
exactly.
started.
I mean, you jumped from a 12-story building. You're not exactly being
Once
discreet.
Matthew had what he wanted, he told all three powers. He will be impossible to vanquish.
That's why he is so
So what do
thirsty
we
for
do?
all three
We
abilities.
curse him back into the locket.
And if we can't?
So, yeah.
These pants meant to be so tight?
Absolutely.
I wonder what a strange time this is.
It's
So
only gonna
open,
get a lot
yet
more
so
worse.
Closed.
Have you heard of
Even a warlock
coronavirus?
feels shame.
Anna,
I told you I'd get him dressed.
We weren't all troublemakers, Phoebe.
I was not a troublemaker. I was just
A pain,
a free spirit.
a handful.
Oh, Lauren. It's a family trait. So are the short tempers, the great cheekbones, the strong wills, and, of course, the powers.
What about the cinnamon
All
roll?
blessings,
Miss.
all signs of
Piper.
where you came from.
Well, they're an endangered species.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
don't think
temper
Peter would
with me.
approve.
Why?
Deforestation, pollution.
The world's gone to
a
shit in the
long
past
story.
few hundred years.
You think they have one at the zoo?
What's a zoo?
In theory, it's this big garden kind of place where all the animals are caged, and it's. You know what? I'll work on the feather. Piper, can you hold
Traumatize
yours?
her. Rolling pin, rolling pin. Oh no. Shit.
Now I have your power.
Oh
And I see
no.
Melinda's here. Good. She will die at my hand.
Phoebe? Are you guys there? Phoebe, I'm here.
Okay, you guys need to be really careful.
Phoebe!
Matthew is here. He could be on his way.
The machine is off.
Oh shoot.
Matthew.
You can watch them die. And I can watch you suffer.
What a piece of shit.
I tried. Why don't you just follow them right now?
because I haven't mastered that ability yet, unfortunately.
So it's
We need
interesting
Matthew
though,
to
learning a
provide us
bit
with
more.
the sister's
These
powers.
two.
Otherwise, we don't stand a chance in hell. Find him.
Well, that's where you'll be going in a minute.
They'd rather die than give me that. Try again.
Now see, what you do with that is you just turn the barrel to your face and then just...
me what's going on. For once in your life, will you just trust me?
She tried.
It's your only choice, Prue.
Andy, I'm sorry, but I really have to go.
No, Prue, you can't.
Prue, get back here! You don't know what you're doing!
Shit.
Save yourself. No. And save your sister.
Phoebe! Save yourself.
Shit, shit.
Give me that feather.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, only pain! It's what you deserve!
It's what you deserve. What was echoed, basically. Right, now can we send that shit to the Phantom Zone or whatever?
We're gonna have to think of something faster. He's gonna be none too pleased to learn that we have failed.
Who? Woo?
Wasn't a complete failure, right?
Hello?
We outed them. Proved they're the charmed ones, and that has to count.
Will buy us a little bit of time, but precious little.
Prue's evading arrest. Am I supposed to let that go too?
Damn right. Unless you want to tell the judge exactly how that little lady got away from you.
Oh, no.
Exactly how did she get away from you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Trudeau, take my advice. Let it go.
Like tomorrow.
Sure, no problem.
Leo? Would you like to go out sometime?
Yes!
With me, that is?
Yes!
I'd love to. Give me a call.
Oh, happy days, happy days.
It's your time. And Prue's and Piper's.
We don't mind sharing.
Exactly. You're happy to stick around.
You three give me great joy. I've seen the charmed ones. Good witches. Women of strength and grace.
Sucks that she has to depart, but...
I'm gonna miss her. Me too. We can always bring her back.
I was gonna say, can you not keep doing this shit, but... I would love to see more. I would have loved to have seen more of her, though. Like, I felt like she was a very, very, like... In this episode, especially... with all three of the sisters having a target on their backs, like, she was very, very fundamental. So I think it was a very, very interesting concept to just bring her back, so... But no, some very interesting stuff came about in this episode. Especially for the antagonist side of things, but also Andy, who obviously things just didn't pan out well with Prue, and Andy, of course, having to, I guess, split things with Prue getting her affirmation that Andy would find it a bit difficult to accept her abilities, so and yeah, Buddy was just hung up there, wasn't he? So I think Morris had a very, very like, I really did like how he was calling out Andy on his bullshit, basically. So, but no, I thought this had a very, very interesting story to it, so really enjoyed going through this one. There was some very interesting elements thrown into this episode, especially with Rex and Hannah, who have, as of recent episodes, I would say, I mean, there's only been 9 episodes so far, so they, there's not much to go on, but I feel like they've obviously been building them up further and further. So there was some very, very interesting and intriguing stuff that they came out with in pretty much most of their scenes, whether it's unveiling more about I guess their abilities or furthering the mystique with them. Yeah, there was some very, very interesting moments, especially with how they've got affirmation about the Charmed One. So I feel like it's going to be very interesting to see where things will move forward with Rex and Hannah, of course, now that they've got that affirmation. But no, I really enjoyed going through this episode, and I feel like this episode really put you in a very comfortable position in terms of learning a little bit more about, I guess, the heritage of, I guess, the Warren line, with Melinda being, I guess, the one to kind of spiral things forwards for the Warrens, as of course generations would continue to grow and grow. But it was very, very interesting to have someone from the past, someone who is a significant deal for the Charmed Ones appear, especially with the fact that, you flash back to the, I guess, Salem trials, really, so which is a very, very popular I say very popular, a very infamous time for anyone considered a witch. So yeah, but no, I thought there was some very, very interesting moments. We got Phoebe learning a bit more about her abilities because she had a glance back into the past rather than the future, and yeah, it was just really, really great to learn about the book as well, because you had Melinda basically say, well, this is only going to grow more and more, because, back in my day, it wasn't this big. So, yeah, it was pretty great to learn more about, I guess, the heritage of the Charmed Ones. And obviously, as episodes go by, you're going to keep expanding and expanding about, you know, where they came from in a sense, and, you know, every other, over the course of the 300 years, other notable individuals of those who possessed abilities. So I don't expect Melinda will be the only member of the Charmed Ones that we'll encounter over the course of this show, but it was really, really nice. There seemed to be a very, very nice bond with her and the Trinity, so it does suck that you know, she will not be sticking around, because I feel like she could have benefited as a great mentor role for everyone. I mean, it's still early days, isn't it, for all the Hallowells? So yeah, but you know, it was really, really nice to see her try to help out in order to stop Matthew, who was a absolute pain in the dick. That's a phrase. No, but he was a pain with obviously how he was how he was able to, I guess, kind of siphon the abilities of the Charmed Ones. It was very, very interesting, as well as him blinking. So yeah, but no, he was a very, very interesting asset who got what he deserved. So yeah, but it was also very interesting to see Rex and Hannah decide, hey, let's create a bit of an alliance, and with that, they were able to further, I guess, their goals, really. So now that they've got that affirmation, so yeah, with teaming up with Matthew, they were able to have, I guess, all of the sisters fully exposed if he's able to siphon their abilities. So he was just really a puppet for Rex and Hannah. So but no, it was like, he did have some very, very interesting feats about him, but yeah, he deserves to be banished, so boo-hoo to him. But yeah, pretty neat episode. We got a bit of awkwardness there with Andy and Prue, of course, with Prue taking a feather, and that screaming a bit of suspicion for Andy. Not just that, though, but of course there was that situation where whilst she is getting continuously caught up in things, there is still a bit of pain with, I guess, the breakup of Prue and Andy. So yeah, I feel like obviously his head is not in the right place in terms of having to follow Prue, etc. So yeah, but yeah, it's good. Like I said, it's gonna get to a point where they're inevitably, I feel like, are going to get back together, but we're going to see them, both Andy and Prue, in a very, very difficult place. Like, there is hardly any kind of communication that can be distributed between the pair, because, you know, Prue's not going to reveal everything about the fact that, hey, I'm a witch. So it's going to get continuously frustrating for Andy, as I suspect he's going to be following Prue, especially with the sisters inevitably going to get caught up in more shenanigans that Andy and Morris will be on the scene of the crime for. So yeah, but yeah, it was gonna be rough, wasn't it? Like, following the debacle of Prue having to accept that her and Andy can't be a thing at the minute. So yeah, but with that said, I mean, we have Piper and Piper and Leo, should I say? They're hating things off, so that was great. And what I really, really loved was Phoebe trying to give Piper that confidence to ask Leo out. I mean, she's taken herself out of the equation, but she did say she only liked Leo because Piper did, so she's accepted that and doesn't want, you know, Piper to be hurt. So I do really, really like that. So yeah, I'm excited to see where things will go. I do feel like there might be a bit of that awkwardness because of the fact that Leo obviously doesn't know about the fact that Piper is one of the Charmed Ones. So they might stumble into similar hurdles that I guess Prue and Andy suffered from. But I think this will be a bit more of a better scenario that Piper can handle rather than Prue and Andy. So whereas Prue, we know she used that spell where the truth would come out, and it didn't go according to plan or according to her hopes, really. So I feel like things are going to be a lot more better for Piper than it was for Prue and Andy, sadly. So, but we'll see what does happen. But no, this had some pretty interesting elements to it, and I also really love both Matthew and Melinda trying to adjust to I guess the late 90s, because it is always a very interesting aspect when you have someone who is from out of time, like especially before technology was more normalized, and just seeing them adjust, etc. So and there was that moment where Hannah was getting a bit flustered, I felt, there with Matthew just trying on the jeans, etc. Rex wasn't too much of a fan there. But yeah, speaking of Rex, I am very curious about what kind of abilities he might have, because he did kind of hint towards it. So yeah, and I think it's the first time that's been mentioned in terms of his abilities. We kind of gotten an idea in regards to in terms of Hannah's abilities, I think in the last episode. But he seems to have that knowledge, like he can tap into people's minds, etc. Is the gist that I got from it. But very, like I said, with Rex and Hannah, there were some very interesting elements that were thrown in there. But no, I thought it was just a very interesting episode all around, with you have this ancestor being resurrected and then being sent back to her time, of course. And obviously what I thought was very interesting is you had someone from the future in the last episode come around and cause a bit of a hindrance to the sisters. And then you have in this episode a warlock who is from the past. Although, of course, he was... the circumstances were a bit different, since he was, I guess, sleeping in that pendant. So yeah, but still, it's very interesting how you had someone from the future in the last episode, someone from the past in this episode. So yeah, like I said, really enjoyed how things went by with this episode in regards to I guess Matthew trying to siphon all three abilities and make himself basically unstoppable, and having someone from the sisters' past, really, someone who is related to them, not just give them a push forward in the right direction. It's still early days, but she was able to help them out. And yeah, basically closing up an unfinished business with Matthew because of the fact that he screwed her life over, and I guess her daughter, because there was that talk about the fact that she didn't save herself so she could not put that burden on her daughter. So I thought that was really nice. But there was unfinished business that was that came to a full circle with this episode. So yeah, I really thought that things went by really well in this episode. So awesome stuff. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feed and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!